Welcome to this review of the latest co-creation session we had. As a celebration for February, I wanted to choose this river scene, the Winter River. I've shot this reference image a few weeks ago, and what was really fascinating for me is this natural framing we can see around the central island area. And I'm using an older canvas board, what I've just sold, and I've had some practice piece from earlier session, but I feel that it's really helpful to start with something, try to break the ice or this plain white surface. It can help to bring it together and have some coverage. As you can see, I've started with really strong colors, and the reason for that is I can tone it back anytime, and I really enjoy working with acrylics because the power that we can make changes anytime and we are not really limited. As you can see, I'm painting over areas during the process. Also, I'm using at one point the palette knife, which can help us achieve these really random strokes and textured look, and that's especially useful for the ground area or the water ripples in the background. We have three main areas in this image: the background, central area, and of course the foreground, bushes, this little walkway, and the branches on top. For a long time I wanted to wait with the leaves, but then I decided that they gives a really nice framing around the top area. The foreground elements like the walkway are meant to invite the viewer, so it's always nice to have some kind of dimension indicator in the scene. Maybe touch upon the soft transitions. With acrylics that could be a challenging task at first, but with practice and with a bit of patience you can achieve really great subtle transitions. And for a winter scene like this, it's especially important to think about layers and how the atmosphere works in real life. When the mist is coming down, we have these volumes in the air, and we can achieve similar effect with layering with watered passages of paint. You can add smaller details like the waves or ripples, or even in the rock area. These could be left for as the final step, so don't try to work with your tiny brush. In the middle I was using my super thin, it's called a rigger brush, for the branches, but in the final stages I'm using palette knife and these really tiny details to give the impression of details. I feel with these smaller projects we can build up, for the larger grandiose masterpieces, and it's really low risk, and we should embrace using the smaller time chunks to build up the bigger pieces. And lastly, this was a small review session only. These co-creation sessions are designed to inspire and keep you painting, so if you want to join us next time, be sure to tune in, and the link is in the description. See you next time, and happy painting!